nambe yemo iyo korose chirangi meyense yiga ya Kenya. Crown Paints nigo emanyira sokoro isya ebintu biriya bikomanya seka ngo kwanira chirangi ekyo boyigo chire chichi brand ao ekyo chire chingi ya kirage chirangi chiga nigo chire chibirengo ao nabono mbabwate chirangi cyo gwakwa imeye nyumba iziko ye nyumba chire chikomentera nigwa amavuta yani oil ya boyigo chiriya chia mache inyoranga chirangi chiga nigo chire korwase chire chiri guririke iriya gatigati wekariguri lyabantabati boyigo imeya uru superstores nero eduka yuka iyo bwate emixer iyo bwochoganya chirangi wikabunuragani bwochoganiri erangi yiga aseduke yiga ya uru superstores nabo kwegena muna ekale aho watagete nigo kwayanyora bwikirano tutarire rero eliwe nyorere abamanyi aboyigo elekenga enyumba yao use hasomanyete use chire chibyasara njibwa tokorolekana okuya na ayonsi nigo araikirane ekero utumikite chirangi cha Crown Paints eduke yiga ya uru superstores yego tokase enyumba ya uru complex imeyumucho yigo musongo eywerangane duka ya Safaricom mwigo ngo tukabari ase nyumba ya JM Towers eyure angane bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simgwe trase chinamba chabo 0111161500 Oru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Aha, kwa hiyo umeamua kuumwaga mchele kwenye kuku wengi. Mbona mimi na yako siyasemi? Mwanaume gani wewe? Kutwa kujilizaliza. Sehemu ya kulia mimi, unalia wewe. Ukirudi nyumbani, unalala tu. Haujali mwenzako nimekula, nimeshiba au nina njaa. Au niwaambie watu kama mchezaji majeruhi. Kwa mwezi unacheza mara moja tu. Niache!
Dada, maneno unayamwaga hayo.
Niache. Wewe umeamua kuyamwaga. Kuanzia leo, watu wote na
Uya kegima umwancho muri wa Getembe TV Jumaine ya mwere na boyigori tukorio mwere ryo mutinye yigo kyanda mwaka w'ekiri 2025 mwancho muri gerere nigo yatigarire mitinyi etato yoka umwaka yigo w'ekiri 2025 onyare gwa kainsiga bano mwaka yiga nigo minchire gose nigo utagete ko minchire na no koigena kwane buna emirobere yonsi yo mwaka ogo osemirobere kwa bangito mwaka yiga negendrete gosuka kegima njengoro kwa Catherine Nyaboga Vanessa Nyaboke kurasa umuntu abo imanyeriro Mike Iskuru studio akabenera kwaneke buna kibice na Mario ingo ikirachira senchira yo wikirano kabana into ko mwero tokumanyi amaya korwa egetasini wanchitra kwegena kya Getembe TV na kyo Ekeonga kya mwamugusibu na botambe ekero murayibwensi ya Kenya na barayibande abo bakumubwate sia babere bagotogia ekemeriye cha na gotabuna ekemeriye kyo nigo kyo bwate ebesa nigo bono osenigo kwate besengia nigo bono abaremye bekemeriye kyo korachi county ni Chinsemo beso kirena korera bonus enge ane mono kura soro gongoro gusi bonus yo yarrokanire buna nige irachiko keigo abaremye bekemeriye kyo kurwa ase county ya Kericho county ile menyekane buna nere go simeka echa nyinge nigo na baro beso kirena korera bonus yo enge asabona batebre bonus yo tesa ini gwakana omukyo bone chinguru cyaba gotumeka ase ekemeriye kyo ase batianire na gochi ase serikali nibuna nigo barachi gotogora kemerikyo onye bonus te gochia gokinya ase bego bamochiri obotenediri bwekemerikyo anene mono company iri yeche ya KTDA nabo igo serikali enene ane mono umurai wense ase chinkwana chiae echiabere kagotogia ekemerikyo korinde bonus nigo yachire mamincha ne chinkwana chiae.
Bei ya chai haijaongezeka. Ile chai ambayo inachunwa imepungua, bei haijaongezeka. Sasa mimi nataka kuuliza kama quality imeenda juu, kwa nini bei ya chai haijaenda juu?
Na tunasikia dola iko juu. Kama hii majani chai kilo moja ingekuwa inauzwa hata dola moja, shilingi 124. Hatungekuwa na shida. Kwa hivyo mimi nasema kwamba lazima tutakaa chini tuangalie tungoe tusingoe.
Kuchuna chai tunaamuka asubuhi sana saa 12 na baridi ambayo inatumiza. Watu wengi wamekuwa wagonjwa juu ya baridi mingi ya kuchuna chai, alafu bei inayotolewa haitawasaidia huyu mkulima kujikinga ama kujitibu juu ya hiyo baridi.
Lazima tupate bonus. Mwaka jana tulikuwa shilingi 22. Wakati huu imerudi chini. Badala ya kwenda juu tunarudi chini. Shida iko wapi? Ni masikitiko makubwa sana kwamba tumenyanyaswa na majani chai.
Directors wafike kwa buying centers watueleze ni nini kinaendelea kwa auction ya chai na ile trends yenye iko kwa sekta ya majani chai. Wakulima hawana habari mpaka siku ile wanatangaza bonus ndio wanastoka sana ile bei ambayo directors wanawapatia.
Na viongozi wote pamoja na madirectors hawajaeleza sisi shida iko wapi. Tungoe majani chai ama tufanyaje? Naomba kiongozi wetu wa rais Jamhuri ya Kenya William Ruto atusukulikie. Wamama wamechoka. Sisi tuko na watoto. Shilingi 17 kweli itasomesha mtoto? Naomba serikali atufanyie jambo. Vile vile nataka niuliza wakulima, hivi karibuni tunataka mkutano, tuandaliwe mkutano ndio tuende tutoe maoni yetu pale katika factory.
Maseneta bwe kaunti ya Nandi Omoske Samson Chirarigeni go abodirense moja DCI kubotrana ni wizara itenenete emirimo na mangana ase Chinsa Chisco kokoro butuki igoro y'Abakenya abo basiriria magimabo ase Chinsa cyabo arabu gatiabo enseria ya Saudi Arabia nabo igo enseria ya Qatar erioch family cyaba matabo banyore obwene okwana ase birero byokomwene Felix Limo wa Ekeonga ya Nandi oyo siretio bogima bwaye ase chinchira cyo botutukano imeye ensere ya Qatar chirarge nigo atebira Abakenya gwetana chiri mibere nigo basirira magimabo ase Chinsa cyo ase myaka 5 yaitirana niga atebira abasaye anemona obachete ko yiya emirimo Chinsa chesko nigo babere bagosira uchumi yense ya Kenya.
Ministry ya Foreign Affairs na Diaspora watusaidie kwa sababu for the last 5 years tumepata maafa in the Middle East na diaspora ya watoto wetu 254 deaths which are unexplained. I want to challenge DCI and Ministry of Foreign Affairs with other countries like Qatar, like Saudi Arabia, anywhere, even UK and US and Australia and diaspora across the nation. Nataka tuulize kama watoto wetu waliokufa nje za nje na hatujaambiwa sababu ni nini. Tunataka serikali watuambie wale watoto wetu wanaangamia ngambo. What is the reason? What is the cause? Na kama kuna mtu alihusika kwa vifo ya watoto wetu, lazima washikwe na wafunguliwe mashtaka. Nasema hivi nikijua hapa diaspora na Middle East we have close to 200,000 Kenyans. Watoto wetu wanafanya kazi kule Saudi Arabia, kule Qatar, kule Dubai na milki za Kiarabu. Watoto wetu almost 200,000 wanafanya kazi ngambo. So we must be careful. Hiyo 200,000 is a quarter of a million, which is a serious population ambayo wanatupatia 800,000 katika taifa letu la Kenya. Watu wengi hawajui foreign exchange ana ya hawa watoto wetu wako diaspora imeshinda mpaka majani chai. Tunapoongea 2023-2024, serikali ya Kenya ilipata 800 billion Kenya shillings kutoka watoto wetu ambao wako ng'ambo. Na ndio maana tumeunda Diaspora Affairs. Mimi hata naomba hapo tukienda mbele, kwa sababu hii ni the highest foreign exchange earner ya taifa ya Kenya, imeshinda majani chai, imeshinda tourism, lazima in future tupe minister wa Diaspora Affairs, ndio watoto wetu wakipata shida kuna ministry inashughulikia. Kwa sababu imepita tourism, imepita mahindi, imepita kila kitu. Hao watoto wanatupea in every year, Bishop, almost 800 billion Kenya shillings inaletwa kwa economy. Na hiyo ni tax kwa serikali, sijasema wale watoto wetu wanakuja kujengea wazazi, wanasaidia wengine hapa nyumbani.
Togo tigana nayo turigererie emirobiro y'ekiombekire kya ABC emirobiro y'okurikia bakichikura nigo mwancho murigereria yaswari tukoria kabere imambia yeri tukoria rero munyakirogo bw'ekiombe kyobochori n'echimbebe kya Independent and Electoral Boundaries Commission IEBC Moske Erastus Edung Ethekon nigo asabira basae wasokia sobonge na kweli kyabuna bakichikura eri kweroberia osio bw'obochori obonene bw'omwaka 2027. Edung nigo akwanire amonchorero bakorire ase omurobero bw'okurikia abakichikura asatebire nigo bagoscan amaiso na boigo obwosio bwabo bwa uria okwelikia egento kerarete obwasio ku ase omurobero yu murobero yu mwancho murigereria nigo orache gokorekana ase mitienyi 5 na 3 gose 8 erebosio.
Well, I think our BVR, what you call biometric voter registration kits, are configured to take into account all those identifiers which are unique to an individual. And that's why we do the fingerprints, but also the facial features to allow us to authenticate that indeed, besides what is in the ID, the person who has been registered as voter is the right person. Kwa hivyo hiyo na sisi pia kwa upande ya registration ya voters, we are guided also by the Data Protection Act and of course the laws governing privacy. So we have taken into account all that. Yes, at the moment we were given a budget by the Treasury, although there were certain budget cuts, but we've negotiated with the Treasury, and for this registration of voters, especially the first phase, this is phase 1, which will target the 290 constituencies. We have funding for that. And then as we move, remember the election is in 2027, and we are supposed to register citizens, eligible voters, for a period up to 8 months before the general elections. That's when we will close the registration process and clean up the register, do the voter register audit, and then publish the register. So we are doing registration in phases, and this is phase 1, which will be focused at the constituency level. Then phase 2 will now go further down to the wards and villages. And that is, for that one, we will get enhanced funding as well, so that we conduct that mass voter registration exercises.
Mwaziri Agenda na Culture umusibatana wendo cheptumo nigo akwanire video yabereke gotara ase metandao ase abamura batatu bamwabo bakomochaba umusubati omwabo ase keria buna nigo ankire enyomo wendoti nabaronere bande babone bo basubati nigo bagikeire egokoreke anene ase gotebekana buna umusubati oyo nigo aibwatraneti ase batianire gocha kubeka abonereria abo biara korendo musubati oyu mwanchu murigerera nigo atoriwo na nigo abekire ase amaboko ya serikali na nigo egotebekana ni ase nyomo ya yentangani nigo abeteka gwetera amakongo gento kyageretere kunganya na kyo kyarekirete abamurabo bamwabo kumuchaba.
It was a group of men in Narok County, Ngareta Ward, who subjected their sister to a brutal and unlawful caning, attempting to coerce her into a forced marriage. We have traveled all the way to Narok, together with my team from the State Department for Gender, Culture and Children Services, in which this incident squarely sits on, so that we can address this particular issue. This woman was already married earlier. She's a mother of a 4-year-old son and a 7-year-old, and she was pregnant 3 months when she was undergoing the beating. She was already married earlier, but she decided to get married to another person. Then the person to whom she had married earlier went and reported the incident to the brothers. And the brothers decided they cannot sit and see her choosing to get married to another man, subjecting her to a lot of torture without considering that she was already pregnant, with the intention of returning her back to her previous husband. The reason why we have come here is we have come here to say, although it is culture, but that is not the culture that is expressed in Article 11 of the Constitution of Kenya. The Constitution of Kenya provides for good culture because that is what forms the cradle of our society. So we have come here to say no, and as the Ministry for Gender, Culture and Children Services, we are looking at gender, we are looking at the welfare of those children, and we are saying we cannot accept. We have received reports from the County Commissioner and his team that the perpetrators of this heinous act have not been apprehended. They have not been arrested. The only person who has been arrested is one of the, I think it is the former husband. But the actual people, the principal offenders, the aiders and the abettors are still out in the loose. And we have agreed in the meeting that we will not sit back until we hear that these people have been apprehended and be taken to court so they can answer to the charges of gay.
Ense ya Kenya ni nseria ya China nigo asintunda ende China kirebuna obwa mategati chinse chobera nigo bagendete gukina anene asense meria uchumi na boigo diplomasia ekero mochi obezing ena ya orego chenkera emiaka 55 nomo go 76 kurwa ogochaki wa kubosoro gwense ya China moyega okorekanete ase mocho Nairobi nigo ba moyego yobarete mo waziri abanene gati yabo wo hayan na boigo Musalia Davadi mwaziri mwanene na boigo tenda mangane Chinsa Chesko korwa ense ya Kenya ekerenge kenene kyo moyego yuno kubwatirana ense osene kubwatana no gukwanira okubwatana gati Chinsa Ibere anena mono ense meria yobo sombi na boigo ense meria ya uchumi.
We wish to pursue some critical aspects where we want to extend the SGR from Naivasha all the way to Kisumu and then Malaba border so that we can enhance the efficiency of trade between us, our neighbor Uganda, and indeed the Great Lakes region. So that is one of the key programs we are looking at, to have the line 2B and 2C concluded. We are also in consultation so that we can have the dual carriaging of the road Rironi-Mau Summit, and then Mau Summit to Malaba, so that all these again can enhance our trade arrangements with our partners and in the region. These are some of the critical areas. Finally, I just want to acknowledge and thank the people of China through the ambassador that with the kind of geopolitics we are seeing, the geoeconomics we are seeing, the geotechnologies we are seeing, the place for multilateralism is becoming even more important. And a strong message that will continue to send the signal that the absence of multilateralism is dangerous for humanity is extremely essential at this point in time. We will not be able to deal with the conflicts that we see if we disrespect or weaken or undermine multilateralism. Therefore, the position taken of
Nigo chabtukire chitaika 11 iguru ye Chinsa Isano na Ibere chabono mubaso mwanche murigerere na rayo korwa Ekeonga Chinsa Isano na Ibere asenchira yo bwenye ikomitumbirane tokoretera yo muna yanda asenchira yo bwenye tore burigiri burobya.
Superstores nero eduka asorgo ngurigarua South Nyanza yanchiri amone company ya mabati Rolling Mills eyuko yabwatuka uchiase abaonia aiga ntobwate showroom asura achagwirigirie amabati enda usialia utagete showroom yeito nigo ere engale yuerengia na boigo ekogokie riso yao chingaki ogoswasa ligakurigiria amabati yiga ntobwate team tembo abo bagokora imirimo ase showroom yiga babwate chingoro chingiye cyugo kwarigania na boigo cyo tebererie kende gensi uraganie bagotebererie company ya mabati Rolling Mills niko babwate amabati chingenjo ao ayuare ye chikala ao na boigo ayuiga bwate chi profile net gauges ao bunabona babwate normal corrugated na boigo box corrugated asibigo babwate boomerang ayuari ayechigage emerongetato asama mabati alia ayechigage emerongibire na isato babwate tile profiles alia au oriental elegantal versatile gross na boigo na versatile mat MRM niko babwate lifestyle ayuago chana roman jinko na boigo web design babwate ligani kabwate chikala bunabone lia charcoal gray brick red tile red maroon sky blue na boigo na green obutambe bwe mabwate liga niko bokolengana amo nukanya gwe customer mbabwate bintu bindi boigo ebyo ochikunyara kabo gutumika chinga gicu gwakeranya mabwate liga ase nyumba yao tutari rero ase ou MRM showroom onyare kabo gukwerera amabwate yo akomenya segeka ayo uchane warrant na boigo ayo urakoberwa ikasure asubwango edukenyiga ya Uhuru Superstores yegotoka se nyumba ya Uhuru Complex imiyo muchirigo busongo iyo erangene duka ya Safaricom boigo ngotoka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers iyo ere angene bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simgwetra ase namba chabo 0111161500 Uhuru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Amone kisimiki,